Alright guys, just a quick video of a watch that I haven't done a video on, so I might as well while it's here, right? The Seiko Ninja Samurai, the srph11, retail price $550, using the automatic movement 4R35, so three-handed with a date at 3 o'clock. This one is ion plated black with a non-plated stainless steel case back. One thing you'll notice there, it is actually numbered, number 2002 of 8,000. So yeah, limited edition, limited to 8,000 of them. Cool colorway, so I guess 8,000 isn't, super low or anything, but it's still a decent number of one that's going to be extremely popular. At least it's numbered. So big thanks to my buddy Joe for sending this over. He was wearing it on this strap here, which matches perfectly with that indice color they chose with the black. It just works really good. It comes factory on the silicone strap, and I have to say this is one of the better ones. I love the way to look at it. It's kind of rounded off and more contoured, so just beautiful. Case size on this, I measured it at the bezel because the case shape is kind of funky. It's hard to grab, so at the bezel it's 43.7 wide, and then you have a 48.3 lug to lug drilled lugs, 13.3 tall, has a hard Lex crystal on it that keeps the price down, 22 millimeter lug width, 7 millimeter screw down crown for 200 meter water resist, and it weighs in at 114 gram. 120 click bezel, standard Seiko affair there for the feel of it. And does it line up? Things kind of line up. The way the shapes are and everything like this, it's almost like a little bit of an optical illusion, but it pretty much lines up-ish. It's close, guys. It's good enough for, them having to line up three things. My buddy Mimo, which is actually where this one came from originally. Here it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. The black watches, so two things real quick. If you have a smaller wrist, and I know some of these Seiko divers are larger, if you find them in the black variants of them, they are going to look and present smaller, as well as they are just comfortable, so they wear on smaller wrist good anyway. But for the visual effect, if you go with a black case, it'll look smaller on wrist. Very comfortable and very versatile watch overall. If you like it on fabric, then something like this is perfect, but I would wear it on the silicone. So, but anyway, back to my buddy Mimo on his website. I'll put a link in the description because that's where this one came from, even though like Joe sent it to me because he bought it from Mimo. But anyway, he has a little disclaimer down at the bottom. You have to remember that they are lining up a few different things. Yes, they could perfect it, but these are mass-produced watches. They're trying to line up the dial to the chapter to the bezel. It's three things. I know I'm being lenient here. I know a lot of us are more critical, and then some of us are just a little more lenient. I tend to land in the middle there somewhere. I think if they're fairly close, I'm okay with it. I'm not going to be super picky about it. I've had some that line up perfect. I've had some that don't line up perfect. But regardless, I think they're all like just pretty close at the worst. So here's a close-up of it. Let me clean that off a little bit so you can see that beautiful orange minute hand. And I love the tone that they used for the indexes. It would have been nice if they would have carried that over to the handset, but the white on there still works because you have the white date wheel. But I guess you could have done the off-white date wheel too if you'd have went up a notch. They're totally capable of doing that. Why they don't, I don't know. But there's a closer look of the watch. Let's kill the lights. Check the loom on this thing, because Seiko does loom very well, and there's a good representation of it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next vid.